Welcome back to our EA Sports FC
I'm already
24
moist.
Deep Dive series.
Sign me up.
I'm Lee Ravel, and I am here with two experts, James and Richard, from the development team to chat
Leah's the
through
homie
what
of the
might
stream.
be the biggest year
Let's
in
go.
Ultimate Team. How are we doing, guys?
Hey, Leah.
Hello.
There's so many new things we have to talk
What
about
is
today.
happening?
The ability to improve players
Wait,
in our
2 of
club
them?
with the brand new Ultimate Team Evolutions, the inclusion of women's football, and PlayStyles. Let's get straight into it. First up, we have to talk about Ultimate Team Evolution.
Wait, why were there 2 people in the
telling
walkout?
me that I can finally improve players from my club?
That's right. We've never had anything quite like this in
Oh,
Ultimate
God.
Team. There's so much to love about what this
Archie
unlocks
Gray for Leeds.
people's passions, for players, regardless of where they're at in their development. Richard, you want to explain how this works?
How does this work?
Yeah, so in
Talk me
Ultimate
through
Team
it.
Evolutions, you're going to be able to pick your favorite players and upgrade them throughout the year. It's pretty
you
straightforward.
think unlimited?
All you have to do
Score 2
is
goals in
pick
squad
your
battles?
favorite players,
Oh
complete
my
objectives with
God.
them, and then get their upgrades. For example, you complete 20 passes with them, get 2 assists, and that completes level 1 and
I
earns
really
them
hope it's
+10
not
short
very
passing
basic,
and also
though.
upgrades their weak foot.
Archie
You'll also
Gray!
be able to level up the player's
Holy,
items
look at
so that
Vincent
your club
Company over
favorites
there.
stand out when you load into a match.
Oh!
Moving
Who
on.
are we gonna
to
do
one
for
of
our
my favorite
evolution,
things that I'm
boys?
so excited to talk about.
Can we
Women's
do all of
football
them?
is coming to Ultimate
Is
Team.
that it?
You got it. The Ultimate Team dream is obviously to assemble your
Is that
favorite
it, guys?
footballers from around the world into
Okay, a
an
bunch of
ultimate
nerds are gonna be
11.
crying
This is the
now.
biggest edition of top-tier players.
I
we've
use Petr
ever
Cech at
introduced
striker
to the
who's a
game at one
goalkeeper and
time.
hasn't played
It's
in
called
5
Ultimate
years.
Team. If
But
you're
I
not
don't
able
like
to play
using
with
a
your favorite
girl.
players, it's not really your ultimate
Nerd.
team. So this year, with the introduction of more leagues and with evolutions especially, you're going to be able to make your ultimate team.
Those
and it's
ratings
not
are a
gonna
bit
look like
diabolical,
anybody
but that's
else's.
fine.
Love it. So, new players, some new leagues. With the introduction of women's football, how will chemistry work putting all of these new players into my
Teams
ultimate
and
team?
leagues will link, I
Chemistry
believe.
will remain the same.
Oh,
For
so
example,
they haven't
Sam Kerr will
revamped
link
chem,
to WSL
guys.
players, her fellow Australians,
Oh.
and is going to link up with Chelsea players. So in Sam Kerr's case, she'll link to Lauren James and Reece James.
I love that. And what
The
about
ratings
heroes
aren't final,
and
guys.
icons?
Of course they're
Can you
not.
tell the people if we expect any new ones?
Yeah,
Wesley!
absolutely. You're going to be able to reach back into the history books to play with some of the greatest players from
Give me
the
that Wesley, baby.
But we know that the community has been wanting a change when it comes to icon chemistry.
Oh.
So when you have an icon in your team, they're going to apply a +1 league link to anybody in your squad. So that just opens up more squad
Holy
building opportunities
Jesus!
and more ways for
A
you to make your
+1
team.
for everyone?
Will these new players pop into packs like everyone else?
Yes, indeed.
That's
Every
huge,
player in
guys.
Ultimate Team
Thank
will
God.
share
It
the
took them a
same
whole
packs,
year,
the
but
same
hey.
pitch, and will be included in promos throughout the year.
Speaking of packs, something I'm really excited about. This year we have new sets, we have new animations, including my personal favorite, a 2-player walkout. So if you pack 2 really great players, they're both going to walk out at the same time.
Okay, that's eruptions. Oh, it flips between them. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh my God, the rich account, the
That's
rich man
awesome.
account is going to be so
Well,
degen.
I'm starting to put things together.
First
5
year
new
in 5
leagues,
years, we
thanks
bring
to
back
women's football,
the degen
plus
account.
Heroes and icons.
Oh, no.
And then players that I decide to improve via Ultimate Team Evolutions. Every squad.
The 2-hour day road to glory is gonna be zooming.
versatile, so different. I love that.
That's
I love
exactly
this.
what we're hoping for.
Please
Each
let
of
the
these new
evolutions be
features should
good,
unlock
please.
a world of new squad building opportunities. Your club should feel personal and
I
unique.
love it.
So
That's what
this
Ultimate
is a
Team is
great
all about.
year for you
Building your
to
own
make
dream
your
team.
ultimate team truly
Women,
yours.
men, retired
Not to
icons,
mention this
dead
new item
icons,
design because we
young
haven't talked about
talent.
it yet, and that's something that stood out to me right away.
It's a big change, you're right. Redesigning the items was a chance to bring your favorite footballers into focus and helps you understand them at a glance.
I like
the
it.
new layout makes room for bigger images, more key information than ever before,
Oh,
like
the
league press
points,
for
the
chemistry
EAFC
and even
points are on the
animated
far right
backgrounds.
now.
And you'll notice new information as well. So those PlayStyles Plus that you see on the left side of the item, these essentially will let you know what makes that player
PlayStyle
special on the
Plus.
pitch and how to get the
Oh.
most out of them in the game.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
yes.
so
I was
good.
actually watching this in the gameplay deep dive the other day, and
Yeah.
those sound amazing. Our
Very
playstyle
well
is a big
integrated,
part of
man.
the gameplay dynamic in Ultimate Team.
Why is it
Absolutely.
August?
There are features
It's
that push
August. We still
gameplay
have a month and a half
beyond
to
overall
wait.
Ratings. Playstyles and Playstyles Plus are how we're bringing those signature abilities to life, so that players
I
are
am
more
gonna
unique
degen
and
so
play more
hard,
like their
dude.
real-world selves.
Yeah, Playstyles Plus especially are something to look out for.
Will we still
These
be complaining
signature
about
abilities
delay
that
is the
are
question.
unique to world-class athletes
And
are
or
reserved
five of the back rats.
only for the best players. You'll notice the difference when playing with players that have them.
Yeah,
That
they're a
is
great way
terrible
to
from the
understand and
goalkeeper.
get
Oh,
the
no.
best out of the players on the pitch. and a great way to know how to build a squad
Marta's
that
gonna
has
be
complementary
cracked.
skills and strengths.
Oh
I
my
love it.
lord.
Let's talk a little bit about objectives.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we've been
Talk to
working
me.
hard to give you more focus.
Can
and
we see them
direction
in game
when you load
finally?
up Ultimate Team.
When we complete
With the new
them?
objectives menu, it's easier to understand what to play for and get back to the action.
Okay.
There's also new navigation and a new quick switcher to cycle between modes so you can go straight from your
damn.
squad to rivals.
Oh,
Or
damn.
from SBCs to the transfer market.
Oh, damn.
And there's another thing.
Menus are good.
Playing
Menus finally got revitalized.
You'll finally be able to
thank you,
gather all
Jesus.
your rewards from one group together at once.
Yes, I know how
Let's
much
go.
the community has been asking for that one, myself included.
Yes, Leia, let's
Are there
go.
any other changes that we can tell them about?
Please tell me in game.
I mean,
Please
we've
tell me
also
in game we
made
can
a
see when
little
we do
tweak to
achievements.
how players change position.
Okay,
Anyone
what's
with
this?
a secondary position will automatically switch to that new position, so you'll no longer need to get position modifiers and keep toggling your players back and forth in different roles.
Okay,
And
that's
this change
good.
will make SPCs a lot more seamless, and you'll finally be able to use.
Oh,
a
you know
player's
what? They're
secondary
probably going to
position
bring
draft
Kem back.
and get them some.
They're probably
chemistry.
going to bring Kem back even more.
Well, you
Hopefully
guys,
not for upgrade
thank
SBCs.
you so much.
That's
It's
a
been
W.
Pleasure to talk through Ultimate
Position
Team with
changes
the both of
going
you.
away as a
It
W.
feels, honestly, like a whole new
Road
game
to Glory
mode,
profits
Ultimate Team
down a bit, though,
Evolution,
because-
women's football, playstyles. I
I
cannot
love it, dude.
wait to
I'm
get
so
started.
hyped
Thanks
for
for
this.
chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Leah.
This has been me, Leah Ravel, signing off, and we will see you back for more deep dives.
Do we have a
Welcome to
pitch
the
notes
club.
deep dive yet, guys? Wait, confirmed? Squad battles matches will be significantly shorter in EAFC. Where's the deep dive? So as of right now, we've seen that no shot that's real. Do we got a deep dive, like pitch notes? Do we got deep dive pitch notes, boys? Vincent Companies, these are, yeah, stats subject to change, so we get the double walkouts. This might be a leak, but I mean, who cares at this point, right? It's EAFC. Do we got a pitch notes deep dive, boys? So squad battle match length. Wait, this isn't the pitch deep dive. Where's the deep dive? Where's the deep dive, boys? But look, we're reducing length of each half from 6 minutes to 4 minutes. So you can make the most out of each time you pick up the controller in squad battles. We got the deep dive for pitch notes. Here we go, boys. Here we go. All right, let's do our own deep dive. Vamos. Okay. Let's see. Evolutions, man. I really hope they go into even more detail here. I really hope so. So, Ultimate Team Evolution is a powerful new system that changes how you think about and build your squad. For the first time, you'll be able to improve and customize players from your club. You can take your favorite low-rated players from any club and level them up. So for me, as a Leeds fan, the young 17-year-old Archie Gray, baller in the midfield, will upgrade him. Maybe Darko Giabi will upgrade him if we can. This is crazy, dude. I just wonder what the limitations are, because you know EA will put these idiotic limitations on them. Oh my god. You can tweak and customize your top players by adding skill moves, changing work rates, and weak foot upgrades. Oh my. So you could maybe get lucky and unlock pack an inform Haaland, but maybe he still has a 3-star weak foot, so you can work him to a 4-star, maybe a 5-star weak foot? No shot they're doing it like this. I love this, but I feel like EA are a business and this would hurt their sales of players down the road, but maybe not. This is eruption worthy, guys. This is eruption worthy. Seriously, you all can think of a couple of favorite players from your local team or a team that you've been a fan of for a long time, that you can now make crazy upgrades to. No, it just says right here. You can also tweak and customize top players. So maybe top players you can work on skill moves, work rates, and weak foot, and then the low-rated players you can do all of it. Maybe that's how it would work, which would make sense, right? If you pack an Mbappe, then being able to build him into a team of the year would be, it's just something EA wouldn't do. But anyhow, as you level up your players, you'll also earn visual upgrades to show off all the work you've put into them. So very similar to NBA 2K's system. NBA 2K system is good, but was also limited. So maybe EA will do a little bit better here. What is going on? After you evolve a player once, that's just the beginning. You'll be able to run the same player through multiple evolutions throughout the year. So you see that the time gating is a bit annoying. And that concerns me. So I think maybe you get one evolution or two evolutions. Maybe you have to wait for the next season to get another evolution. Again, as long as we can keep some of our favorite players in a good window and within the, what would you call that, power curve, that could still be good. But as always with EA, I really dislike how much they limit the grind we're able to do. Because, I mean, even on my dream team, I want to have a God squad and then like an Archie Gray in the squad as my box-to-box mid. We got him in the game as a 70 rated at the start of the year, as a Leeds player. You know, he doesn't get many links, whatever, all good. But then build him up and in August or something, he's maybe 90 rated with 1,000+ games played. How amazing would that be? I just hope it's something along the lines that we can do, but if you really think about the logistics, I don't see it happening. I hope so. You'll be able to run the same player through multiple evolutions. So by the end of the year, you can have unique versions of players that no one else has. Okay, so there is going to be a long-term build process, which is cool. For those of us that are dedicated to the game all year, we might have some really, really cool original players. With the addition of women's leagues and evolutions this year, where you can finally build your ultimate team. Love it. Love it. Claim evolution. Oh, wait. Oh, do you get a new card? That's a bit dead. So maybe it takes you 100 games to get certain things done. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take you 100 games to get the goals scored or whatever. But then your 71 rated 100 game player doesn't turn into a 77. You get a 77. Is that? Do you think? I don't know how EA would do that, but I would hope the card you have with the stats, or at least you can take the stats and import them onto the next player, the next iteration of the player, because. One thing that EA failed to understand is how much the FIFA community, at least me and I think a lot of you guys, love statistics, love the stats on our players. I think one of the reasons why it's almost annoying as the year progresses, constantly shifting and changing players. Like you've got a baby Messi with 500 games. Well, now there's a team of the season Messi. Yeah, you want to get him, but you lose out on all those stats that you've worked with on a Messi, right? So I wish there was a way they could integrate that a little bit better. But anyways, how does it work? What's an evolution? You can upgrade and evolve players by committing them to an evolution slot. So how many evolution slots do we get? And completing gameplay challenges with that player. Once you complete the challenges, the player will have permanent upgrades. Requirements. Oh, well, that's immediately disappointing. Not every player is eligible for evolution. You'll have to check the requirements to know what players you're allowed to use. Example. Oh, hold on. It might just be the ratings, not necessarily just a few players can be used. An example of this might be evolve any silver player or evolve a left back with 3-star skill moves. Okay, so they're gonna set objectives and then you input a silver or a Leeds left back into the setup, or you input a Canadian silver into it. This could still be very cool. The card itself evolves. Good. A selection of evolutions will be freely available for players to enter each season. And some will have coins or coin points requirements. Interesting. Just like the balance of upgrades coming through SBC's objectives and transfer market. I'm okay with that. If it costs a certain amount of players to get the evolution or coins, I think that's maybe not the best way for EA to go about it, but I'm not against it. It's like submitting a 50K team to get an 84 Calvin Phillips SBC. You see what I'm saying? If you got to do the same thing, but get it as an evolved player over time, I'm not totally against that if that's how I'm understanding things. I'm already really excited about evolutions, now more so. Challenges. Each evolution comes in with a set of levels of challenges for you to complete. They can range from simple play 5 games where you score with this player in your starting 11 to challenging. Win 10 Ultimate Team Champs matches with this player. Okay, this is big. No, it's not a gimmick, Daydreamer. This is not a gimmick. This could be very big, dude, through the year. Because once again, those of us that have been grinding early, that have an evolution player, I'm just gonna go, let me throw in a Crescencio Somerville from Leeds, right? Absolute Dutch baller for Leeds, got a little bit of a groin injury right now, but nevertheless, baller. Hopefully we can hold on to him for the rest, for the full start of the season. Or give me Willie Nanto, right? And lots of teams want Willie Nanto. Leeds are doing everything they can to keep him. Willie Nanto, let's say, is a 67 rated silver. If as the year progresses, my Willie Nanto is an 85 rated, and I've been grinding for or 87 rated or something like that, and we're now during Team of the Year, and one of the hard Team of the Year objectives is win 10 games while scoring with your evolution player in FUT Champs. I've got an 85. I've been rewarded by grinding all year. I've got an 85 Willie Nanto. Everybody will be able to participate, but some people will just have their base 74 rated evolution. Maybe that they've just started in January, whereas I've been grinding. Right? So I actually don't disagree so far with my understanding of it, and I think there's a lot of potential there. But again, knowing EA, there's been a lot of things even for Ultimate Team 23 that we were very excited about, and then we've all seen EA's execution being very poor. So the idea and the concept is so cool, and you can extrapolate that in a very exciting way, or you could do an EA and kind of, what do you call it, neuter it, if you will, cut the balls off of the idea and have it not be so awesome. Hopefully EA, you know, have the content Rockstar team pushing evolutions to like the limits of awesomeness. Complete all challenges in a level to earn upgrades and unlock more levels of challenges to complete. Upgrades, here we go. You can claim upgrades for your players after each level of challenge you complete. They'll range from overall stat upgrades, +5 overall, or hyper-specific attributes upgrades, +5 curve. You can even customize an upgrade following skill moves, work rates, playstyles, alternative positions, weak foot. Oh my God, bro. You can also unlock new visual items and animated backgrounds for your favorite players. So 77, claim evolution. I haven't really been closing 77 to an 80. So your actual card gets the upgrade, so you don't lose the stats. Oh my God, dude. This is massive. Is this not massive? Throughout the season, our goal is to keep evolutions feeling fresh and updated. Hey man, remember the season events that last year they told us was going to be the biggest tab in Ultimate Team? And throughout all of FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, we never got one season event. I swear to God, if you're selling me like you're going to do this as a good thing and pump it all year long with good stuff, you better keep it like that. You better not break our freaking hearts, EA, and not do much with this, because this is amazing. Very similar. Remember milestones, player objectives in the milestones section, the different leagues and all that stuff? They did it for a little while and then like, we kind of want to make more money off of FIFA points for FUT birthday and whatever. Remember how cool Footballers was? How amazing that was? And I was thinking, oh, maybe every few weeks we'll get a different league. This Footballers week is the Prem. Maybe in a couple of weeks, La Liga and Serie A fans will get their boosts and grinds. And then they just dropped it. So this is amazing. Please, EA, follow through the year and actually keep this going really well. Please. Our goal is to keep it fresh and updated. We'll be adding more ways for you to evolve your squad throughout the season. Some evolutions might only be available for a limited time, will need to be completed in a specific time frame, or some will need to be enrolled by a specific time. We'll be sharing more details about evolutions, upcoming pitch notes, deep dive. Well, I can't wait to see that. Oh my. Oh my, what's that? You can pick different card unlocks? Ratings shown for illustration. What am I looking at here? Can I add? Oh, frequently asked questions is actually pretty big. What is that? Oh my God. This is, guys, for anybody that's been watching my content for the last 10 years of me doing this on Twitch and I guess YouTube a little bit as well, you guys will know how much I've been begging for some of my favorite players that I can use through the year. I mean, for God's sakes, I used an in-form Xavi Simons. You guys know this, 74, in my FUT Champ squads multiple times this year because I just wanted to use him before he got an 87 and a 92 rated. So for years and years and years, I've been using these. And Memphis Depay's Team of the Season blue card in one of my most popular YouTube videos, clips. Kind of put us on notice for Matt HG and all these other things that kind of helped the channel grow. I've always wanted to use these players that I've loved, but they always end up being lower rated and it takes years for them to build over time. So this is just so cool, man. This is like almost a 14-year dream of mine to get some players. And I know all of you guys have niche players in your clubs, for your national teams that you love and you know they're doing well for you, but they're not going to get as much love from EA and a global brand like this because EA only has so much room for promos. So this evolution thing, allowing us to personalize the players we love is so big. I am, honest to God, going to be so mad if they don't really do well with this. I'm seriously going to be really, really mad. Just as mad as I am every year hoping that button delay and server issues are going to be gone, or hoping that when someone quits at a draw, you get a win and then you never do because EA never changed that toxic thing where you deserve the points for the win when some nerd quits after being dominated for 60 minutes and then they concede a pen and it's 0-0 and you're about to take the penalty kick and then they quit. EA, don't pull an EA. That's all I beg. Please, please, please start surprising us with good things. This is a great start. Let's hope they deliver. So frequently asked questions. I think a lot of this will help answer, well, some frequently asked questions. Can I add Evolution's player to the transfer market? No, once a player's been confirmed in an Evolution, it becomes untradeable. Perfect. I mean, that's fine. How many players can I evolve at a time? You can have as many Evolution's players in your squad as you want, but you can only activate one to upgrade at a time. Wait, hold on a second. So you're telling me, obviously the 2 hour a day Poor Man Road to Glory, this is going to be very frustrating because I'm going to want to do so much for that series and I'll be time limited. So that's going to be annoying. But you're telling me on my main account, I will... No, this is not bad. Don't worry. This is going to be very time consuming, but I could realistically have 11 Leeds players or 11 Canadians as Evo cards, but I would just have to focus on one at a time. That's okay. I mean, it gives me more reason to play more gameplay. Again, would it be better selfishly as us as just consumers of the product where we can do all of them at the same time? Yes, but EA is a business. They don't want you to build a god squad of 11 Evo players and be able to efficiently upgrade them throughout every single game. You gotta understand it's EA, right? This is amazing for us grinders. Maybe it's too much grinding, but what I like about this is it doesn't look like there's gonna be a limit to how, if you want a upgraded Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David at the same time, or whatever, you're building an England team or a young French team or whatever, you're building a Jamaican team, you can realistically be able to get yourself those cool cards. That's great. Now again, depends on requirements, but I like the concept. Can we switch back and forth between players I want to upgrade, or do I have to finish the entire evolution before I move on? So what's interesting is, I don't know if they'll answer this soon, but let's say I'm not lucky enough to pack a Willy Nanto on my main account. Can I go buy a Willy Nanto off the market, input him into Evos, and then he becomes untradeable? I can basically create my own first owner players, because that is also sick. I don't hate that. I love that. I wonder. Anyways, so you can swap back and forth between your Evo evolutions freely. If you're working on a silver player evolution and don't want to bring them into your champs matches, you can switch to a more appropriate, can't speak, evolution player in your main squad and work on them. This is, I hate myself for doing this. I'm so excited about this. I hate myself. Well, it looks like as of mid to end of September, all of the variety games I'm playing are out the window again, because Nick 2018 is going to lose his mind trying to build a God Leeds squad from the championship to beat nerds in champs. My goal is to have a Evo Canadian team and an Evo Leeds squad and finish like rank 1 or rank 2 in champs while making nerds cry. My life is over. If EA do something, if they do this well, my life is over. My life is over. That's GG's. But you know how exciting it's going to be if you imagine loading into a champs game and you see a full Evo Union Berlin squad. Yeah, there's not even rage there. I would just be like, holy God, dude, have you touched grass in 3 months? The guy's answer would be no, but then he'll smash me with a full Evo Union Berlin team. The possibilities are endless, and I'm so excited. Why is it August? Why can't it be mid-September? I almost don't want information like this early in the summer. It's just ridiculous. It's just so annoying that we gotta wait a month and a half to even do anything. So much fun in past and present RTG teams. Dude, imagine building a past and present lead squad, but being like, oh, okay, well, Tavs doesn't have a great squad yet, or a great card build yet, or, you know what, as much as I'm really upset that Brendan Aronson is loaned out to Union Berlin, he can be in my past and present Leeds team. I'm going to bring him in, and I just want all the best things. Okay, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. What happens to my progress if I switch with evolution I'm working on? Your progress is saved. When you pick up that player and continue to evolve them, you'll start right from where you left off. Feel like there's going to be a lot of glitches there. Hopefully not. Can I withdraw my item from evolution? No. Each evolution can be completed by only one player. You can withdraw your player or forfeit the evolution. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's sick. Because that would be just abused, right? Can I use evolution players in SBCs? In progress evolution cards cannot be submitted in SBCs. However, once the player item is fully upgraded, the evolution is completed, then you can use them in SBCs. So hey, my RTG grinders, we might have a system here. I'm going to talk about this with Nepenthes, but there might be, when the game is released, for a poor man road to glory guy, maybe you can see what the efficient grinds are for like a 79 rated player getting a +5 to an 83, 84. If it's only 1 or 2 games, that could be another way to get those final few players to the rating you need to do the SBC you may want. Obviously, I don't know if any of that will work, but that is another possibility, which is exciting. Do evolutions have time limits? Yes, evolutions can have time restrictions. If the evolution timer runs out, you'll earn all of the upgrades for the levels that you have completed. You will not be able to claim the upgrades for any uncompleted or partially completed levels. Cool. Can I enroll the same player in multiple evolutions? Yes! If the player meets the eligibility required, it can be enrolled in multiple slots, but a player cannot be in multiple slots simultaneously. A player can be enrolled in, how does that make sense? Isn't that a, what? How can you do it but not do it? Anyways, a player can be enrolled in a new evolution once their current one is completed. Is the evolution version of the player a duplicate or the initial item? Oh God, please. An evolution is a unique item type. Hold on, so it doesn't really answer it. So it's a unique item. So basically, I take a Wilfred Nanto, Leeds superstar that I hope to God we don't lose. Everton can suck their mum and not get him. I then take his silver card and I put him into an evolution and he becomes untradeable in evolution. What if that silver Nanto or something has 20 games played and 13 assists and whatever? Once again, I know to a lot of people this might not seem that important, but I feel like it is important. Or again, let's say my 77 rated evolution Nanto, I've now unlocked his 81 rated Evo. Does the 100 games I played with the 77 Nanto and the goals and whatever, when I put him in to become an 81, does all that disappear? And now I just have a 0 games, whatever. Not that I wouldn't want this evolution thing to exist if that was the case, but it would be a little bit unfortunate. I think a lot of us, especially if we're using these cards all year, wouldn't you want to see all the stats on your player through the whole year? No? I don't know. How will I know which player I'm upgrading during gameplay? There'll be an overhead indicator on the player you're actively evolving. Dude, okay. I mean, I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. Evo, to me, this is like one of the biggest changes for Ultimate Team, unless they were to announce, hey, we guarantee that there's going to be no delay, and we know that through the years there's been server issues and whatnot. Women in Football Ultimate Team, again, a bunch of virgins will be crying in the chat now. 5 new leagues. All clubs and their players for the following leagues will be available. Premier League. So am I going to have a lot of Canadian women to use, you guys think? I really hope so, because I want nothing more than to score goals with a Canadian national team against a guy running Mbappe and Haaland up top and a 5 at the back, and I hope to God he messages me crying. I really hope so. If we got a couple of OP Canadian women in League 1, don't we? Yeah, we got the French League. Let's go, dude. I love it. Will men and women's footballers compete on the same pitch? Yes, of course. We all know this. Again, I would argue some of these ratings are diabolical. Personally, I know a lot of people will lose their minds about some of the ratings. I do think ratings should have been more realistic for men and women. And similarly, I mean, we've complained about this even for ex-footballers. So when they bring in like a Peter Crouch and his base hero card is higher than Haaland, things like that people complain about as well. I think base ratings should be a lot more realistic and EA should be searching for the right rating systems. And then when you get special cards and promo cards, then you boost a guy or a girl that maybe shouldn't have that rating, but you can then boost them however you want, right? So again, a Petr Cech is a 94 rated striker is the dumbest thing ever if that was his base card in FIFA. But if a Petr Cech is a 86 rated goalkeeper, maybe more fair, and then nobody's going to complain during we're all complaining because Petr Cech is the most broken card in the game and he's a freaking striker. But I think that would make a lot more sense. So we'll see how EA does through the year in terms of base ratings for players, whether man, woman, icon, hero, regular gold, or otherwise. We'll see how it goes. As we all know, these ratings aren't final, so it'll be very interesting to see for the launch of FIFA how things work. So in terms of chemistry, we understand it's basically the same thing, right? League by league matching, team by team matching as well, potentially. Will remain the same with one additional opportunity to link players across men's and women's football. All players will continue to link to other players from the same league and nations. WSL players will link with WSL players. English players will link with English players. This year we'll also be able to link women's footballers to men's footballers who play for their affiliated club. Chelsea players from the WSL will link with Chelsea players from the PL. Cool. I'm not upset about that at all. I think that's sick. Evolutions, men and women's footballers can both be eligible for evolutions. It's over. It's over in the best possible way, boys. I'm not only going to have a Canadian national team, I'm going to have a Canadian men's and women's national team of Evo players that is going to poop on a bunch of nerds. I love it. Oh my God, I love it, dude. I'm so excited about this. I am so excited about this, dude. You guys have no idea. Icons and Heroes, some of the best players in women's football history will be available as Icon and Heroes, transfer market, so obviously. And the best thing for grinding, too, is this just opens another pool of a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand more players, women or men otherwise, who cares, for the grind, for SBCs, for squads, for objectives, to make nerds in FIFA cry. How is this bad? How is this bad? This is amazing. Is it not? I'm hyped. I don't know how you couldn't be hyped. Both men and women's players will be features in moments, highlights, historic matches, encounters, Ultimate Team Draft, of course, SBCs, objectives, packs. All players in Ultimate Team are rated relative to the league and competition they play against in the real world pitch. The best players from the best leagues across the minute. I think that is the easiest way for EA to get the ratings, right? Is as much as people want to cry their eyes out and say, oh, but this woman should only be 68 rated and this man should be 84 rated. I think to stop all of that crying, maybe it is the best possible ways that EA have done it, is their ratings are based off of the competitions they're in against the opposition that they're against. Then you're always going to have the confusion and difficulty of then merging the two, right? Of course. But I gotta say, I think EA have done as good as they can do so far in terms of making it be seamless. I really do think that that's probably the best thing they can do. You're always going to have pencil dicks losing their mind that an 82 rated player, from a certain setup may be higher rated than a certain other player. You're not going to be able to avoid that, and honestly, I'm just going to love people crying. It's oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. I can't wait. This is going to be. Do you understand the comedy of how good this is going to be? I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, honestly, if you just look at this chat over the last 10-15 minutes, it's just hilarious. The crying that's going to happen is going to be amazing. So I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it. Playstyles. So playstyles we kind of know in great detail. I don't know if they've added anything more. You can add playstyles to players through evolutions, which is pretty great. Each player has a playstyle affect gameplay, giving players unique abilities. So I'm thinking you could have maybe a Haaland that doesn't have the outside of the foot shot trait, but then maybe we find out that outside of the foot shot trait is broken again, and you could put Haaland into an evolution and try and get him the outside of the foot shot trait. I think that is going to be a possibility. Playstyles are going to change how you glance at items. So this is all stuff, Playstyles Plus, an icon displayed on the face of the item. So this stuff is all stuff we already know about. I want to see that one thing. Post-launch updates on Playstyles. Although only the best of the best will have Playstyles Plus at launch, we'll be releasing more versions of players with diverse playstyles in our campaigns throughout the year. So again, a Future Stars, Archie Gray, if he gets one for Leeds, might have Playstyle Plus items for that promotion, which again will help pack sales for EA and all of that stuff, right? So that's pretty sick. Damn, man, I am so excited for this. I really am. I guess I am every year, right? I mean, you can tell I'm a true Ultimate Team fanboy, where honest to God, even the slightest, smallest things, you just go back every single summer. Every single summer, I start losing my mind with excitement about the next thing that might be coming. I mean, I sometimes I try to pretend to not be a fanboy or to not lose my mind about this type of stuff, but this is awesome. This is, for me, this is awesome. I don't know you guys agree or disagree, but anyways, it is pretty awesome. All right, objectives. Oh, mama. Objectives is one of the most popular and engaging features in Ultimate Team. We wanted to freshen it up. With all of the great content in Ultimate Team, it can sometimes be hard to find what's right for you. Objectives groups will now be organized across multiple tabs. Pretty cool. Which, I mean, it kind of is, but now it has more in-depth tabs, so it can really shine through. Oh, I just love the change, man. Again, they haven't mentioned anything about it showing up in-game, right? So you see these things. One of the most annoying things ever through the years of objectives is, oh, I scored a cross in-game. Did I score a cross in-game? I don't know. I have no... You can't look in the menus in-game. It doesn't pop up in-game. Then, lo and behold, you think you've done it. You go back to the menus and you realize, oh, the cross didn't count. Well, my day is ruined. Infinitely. So That is probably one of the biggest things I think most of us want for all of these types of objectives, is once you do things, it to pop up in gameplay, so you have these visual checks instead of having to wait after 20 minutes of sweating your nuts off in squad battles or champs or rivals or whatever to see what you've done. I really hope that these objectives do show up in game. It's hugely important, and I'm going to be fucking annoyed if it's not been applied. Claim all is something that's very basic. Let's not praise EA too much here. This is something they should have done from the get-go. The fact that this is being advertised, this is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about this, but this is basic. This is something they could add in a midweek patch at any time of the year. This is not something they should be rewarded for the sales of copies of FIFA. Like, this is something that should have just been dropped at some point this year in Ultimate Team 23. I'm happy. I'm not trying to be negative, but this is just, come on. This is bare minimum stuff here. This is ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. My concern here is that objectives is a very small little blip. It's cool, the changes. I really hope that it's going to be in game, but I feel like if it was going to be put in game, they would have really advertised it. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to another year of trying to, score finesses and having no idea if in game we've actually done it or not until we go back to the menus. It's very lazy. I feel like it's basic. 5 years ago, they actually had a section in game where you would pause and you could go look at your objectives and see if you've achieved them or not. How is that something they did 5 years ago and then they've taken it away and never brought it back? I know a lot of EA apologists will sit here and say, but dude, you don't understand how hard it is to code something like this. They did it 5 years ago. What are you talking about? Anyways, we move. Community improvements. Okay. We really value our players and feedback you all provide. We hear you and we draw a lot of inspiration and prioritize ideas from everything you share with us. Okay. Item design. As you probably noticed, we made some changes to our item design by changing the information architecture on the items. We created 30% more space for athletes' photos and dynamic images. This also gives more breathing room to let campaign item designs shine. I mean, that is cool. More shiny things. I think one of the cool things, I don't know if I see it here, but is having a first owner or a non-first owner thing on a card type when you see it in game, when they score. I think is another little collector thing that I'm surprised EA still haven't done. Now, maybe, does this say, do you think that'll be 01 owner right there? If you look really close, you see right here? Do you think that's the 01 owner? Because I hope it is. Do you think that's 01 owner right there, guys? It's taken them 15 years. But don't you think it's another little limited thing that if you load up into a game and see someone with a Team of the Year Messi and you see 01 owner, you want to punch that guy in the sausage? Holy God, not only does he have a Team of the Year Messi, but it's first owner. So this is cool. I hope that this is what it is. It's something that they should have. It's just a small user change that would be big and make I think the collecting aspect of the game better. So that's cool if that is the case. New player item layout and wider items. All items in game had their shapes changed to a new, wider version. The player item face view has significant changes to the layout with more room for player portrait and background. Okay, so it basically just makes the game. Oh my God, there's a Nike promo. Special items enhancements for our special inform item shells. Oh my God. That's so hot. I hate that I like this. Dude, that's so hot. I can't. I'm a Nike fanboy, so this is too much for me now. These eruptions are too much. Animated backgrounds. For a select few of our item shells, we're introducing exciting new customized animations that bring the art to life. Imagine they do an Evo Nike promo. So not only is there going to be a Nike promo with, maybe Nike cover stars or Nike sponsored stars. I don't know if Mbappe or Haaland are stars, but you have a promo with a 91 Haaland on this card. And then there's also the ability for you to do certain Nike Evos. And you can take your 80 rated Wilfred Nanto, that's a green Evo card, and you can make them an 83 Nike Evo card. I can't wait for this stupid game to release, dude. The fact that I have another month and a half on Ultimate Team 23. Oh. Position modifier removal and club search improvements. Again, W. It hurts rotate. Look, If I were selfish, I would be upset that position modifiers were released because people are idiots. People are too lazy to do the basic things to get position modifiers for free, and then they spend crazy money on the transfer market for position modifiers. So for me and you guys that run a poor man road to glory of any type, whether it's a first owner poor man, a 2-hour-a-day poor man, or a combination that we're going to do next year, a 2-hour-a-day first owner, no FIFA point poor man, it's going to be nuts. These things were actually really good ways to make coins and supplement your coin balance. But if I ignore my selfish wants and needs, position modifiers going away is amazing. The fact that you can now just cycle through your team and have players just go into position properly is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Did you see this? You get the position changes in the draft as well. I mean, we're going to be playing the draft on the Road to Glory and the main account at the start of the year because that's a really good way to test out new players, test out new formations, and build coins if you are good enough to get to the semifinal or win, right? It's in draft, guys! Offering more flexibility and making building your squads easier than ever. Club search, speaking of SBCs and searching in your club. We hear you. We made sure to hide those lone players when you're searching squads and SBCs. Ho ho! Lone players are gone if you want them to be. I love it. Little things like that for us grinders is huge. In addition, we're changing the way position searches work in your club. The default position search will now include both primary and alternative positions, making your squad building much easier if you want. You can also narrow down the search to only focus on primary positions. Oh my god. Icon changes, chemistry inversions, we saw this as well. So now icons get almost the hero type of chem boost, which is great because icons were pretty useless this year other than if you got your favorite icon, great. But overall, they actually hurt your chemistry. You could have a squad of 10 icons and 1 gold player, and that gold player could be on 0 chem, which is insanity, of course, right? Or on 1 chem max, if you will. Also, we're excited. Icon in your squad will now give an additional chemistry contribution. We saw this in the video, but contribution to every league that's represented in your icon squad. If you had 2 icons, that's 2 chemistry contributions, guaranteeing at least 1 chemistry point for each league. This league contribution is in addition to the nation chemistry. Also, we're excited for our debut class of EAFC Sports Women Icons and Heroes, celebrating pioneers who shaped the game. Sign me up, man. Items improvements. Did you pack that cool new kit or TIFO? You can now manually equip customized items directly from the new item screen. Again, let's not praise EA too much here. I know I sound like I'm toxic. Dude, 10 years ago, whenever you packed a kit in packs, you could apply it directly to your club. Look, don't get me wrong. This is good that this is a thing, but this is not new. Once again, they're advertising something that they just took away. This is not something they should be praised for. This has been, for us Ultimate Team D-Gen OGs that have been playing this game for 10, 15 years, we've had these things. Once again, EA are back to taking away things, bringing them back, and then telling us, look at how great we are. We've improved items. No, you've just made them the same as they were 5 years ago before you ruined it. Let's be positive. It's a W at the end of the day that these are back. So now you pack a leads kit and you don't have to store it and then go through 18 different menus to then put the leads kit, apply it, and whatever. This is a good thing. It is a good thing. It's just, as always, a bit frustrating that EA tries to pretend like this is new. New menus. They've streamlined the menus. We kind of know all about this, right? We saw this in the video. This is awesome. Very interesting. Again, if you look at the top right of the screen, coins, XP, and FC points. So the question is, for those of us that run Road to Glories, I started the 2-hour-a-day Road to Glory this year. I have now 3,000 FIFA points on my Road to Glory account that I'm planning to try and use next year. I'm banking on the fact that you'll be able to do a one-time transfer, even though it's FIFA 23 Ultimate Team into EAFC 24 Ultimate Team. I think you still will be able to make that one-time transfer. I'm banking on it. But it looks like, obviously, FIFA points are still there. They'll be called EA points or FC points or whatever the case may be. Be interesting, hopefully, that for us Road to Glory guys, that maybe you've jumped over to PC, you got EA Play Pro, you as well are going to have a few thousand FIFA points for free. Hopefully you're not using them in FIFA 23. You're waiting for them to maybe be transferred into FC 24. Squad battle match link. So this is eruptions. We saw this earlier on Twitter. Wait, what is up? What have I missed? What have I missed? What are we goldfishing? What do you want me to back it up? I'll back it up. I'll back it up right into your nuts. Wait, does it say that? Have I just been saying hopefully it works and... Icons first line. Am I okay? From launch... Am I going to be mad here? How have I missed something? From launch, icons will have a single base version to be aligned with heroes and regular players. We will capture the eras and stories of these legendary players by continuing to release additional campaign versions of heroes and icons throughout the year. Oh, damn. So there's going to be no more baby mid primes. I like that. So what we're basically getting here is essentially icons in the rating as if they were golds in their proper ratings. So if you've got a icon Lineker, he's going to be an 87. If you've got an icon Zidane, he's going to be, if you've got an icon Cruyff, they're going to be a 93 or 94 from day one. This is way better. This is such a good, how did I miss that? So much better, guys. And then as the year progresses, maybe we get a Nike sponsored, maybe back in the day, Dino was Nike sponsored, right? So maybe for the Nike promo, the featured icon, Dino's icon card is a 92. Maybe for the Nike promo, we get a Nike Dino 94 rated. We get maybe a Wesley Schneider, I think was Nike sponsored. We get a Nike Wesley. His base hero card is an 88 or something. We get a 90 rated Wesley. I know we have the Champions League icons and whatever. That's huge, man. That's huge. That's really, really, really great. It really is. Okay, all right. That's fantastic. I don't know anything about FIFA Mobile. If that's the same as FIFA Mobile, then that is a W. And then, of course, we end it with squad battles match lengths have been reduced. Probably not going to cause me to play squad battles. I'm not going to lie. It's the dumbest game mode ever for someone like me and what I enjoy. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that do play offline specifically, so I'm hoping you squad battle and offline grinders are happy about this. Wait, I've missed something else. Are you joking? Did you open a pack with a lot of untradeable Oh, Erupt. Look at these little things, man. How have I missed these? Dude, what is this? Rephrase it like Yoda? That's hilarious. What? Oh God, what have I done? Okay, I don't have GPT set up, but that would have been hilarious. Rephrase it like Yoda? That's amazing. Did you open a pack with a lot of untradeable duplicate items? You can now swap them in bulk with their tradable versions in your club. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Seriously, that's huge. Last but not least, you can find your favorite lengthy players easier than ever as well. Guys, I'm going to end my thoughts on this deep dive. This is the longest video of all time. I'm going to end my thoughts on this is massive. There's so many little details that I'm going to talk to Jacko and Armalika. This is going to be a one-off video, of course, for you guys on the main channel, but we have to make a bunch of clips of all these different things being added, all these different topics. Good luck to Armalika today and Jacko today, because I think they're going to spend the whole day making and publishing clips to the clips channel. Jacko, if you can work with Armalika once this video is uploaded for separate like standalone clips, it's going to be hugely important, right? The icon changes, just as one-off clips, various ones, the evolutions being a clip for the clips channel. I think this stuff is going to be pretty incredible, man. And yeah, I'll talk to the boys after. But anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this deep dive. Well, none of you guys should be surprised. I am extremely excited for EAFC 24 Ultimate Team. I've loved FIFA 23 Ultimate Team in terms of my experience with the game and how I've consumed the game and loved it. FIFA 23 Ultimate Team is not without its major problems. There's many to describe and many to cover, but it's mid-August, I'm still playing FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, the 2-hour-a-day road to glory and the main account. I haven't even started the Leeds career mode, which usually shows the end of my Ultimate Team grind for the year. I haven't quit the game yet, dear God, like I did in 22, where we quit it for 8 months. So yeah, my consumption for Ultimate Team is at an all-time high with excitement and happiness, and it looks like EA are also doing their part to keep us all excited. So till the next bit of information we get from EA, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.